My God, I came across another investment financial slash, whatever. Basically con artist. They're all over YouTube. And the first thing I noticed about this guy is he's built like Graham Stephan. Now, not the face, but the body, like you could superimpose Graham Stephan's head onto this guy and it would look kind of almost, I don't know, I think exactly like him. They're both, I'm not going to use the M word because it's not politically correct, but I'll just say, well, I'll use the M word. I'll use a different M word. Let's call it miniature, right? Miniature guy, small guy, right? What's it with these small guys conning people on YouTube, pretending to be financial experts? So this guy, Andrei Jikh, and February 7th, 2020, he's selling everything. How to invest in recession. So, I mean, the arrogance of these fraudsters, this is what pisses me off as a world-leading analyst and investment strategist, Wall Street guy, me, okay? Top track record, forecasting, and analysis in the world over the past 15 years. Predicted the financial crisis in detail. This is what disgusts me is you have people like this telling you how to invest in a recession. And that's a clickbait con artist headline. I haven't even put anything like that out because there's no way to write something in advance. This is how you do this. That's fraud. What you're doing, buddy. Get rich quick. That's a get rich quick scam. That's what it is. Someone would say, well, no, it's not. He's not. No, he is, because a recession is a very dangerous situation for investors, for the economy. A lot of people lose a lot of things, investments, jobs, houses, right? And it always plays out differently. There's no formula for investing in a recession, but he wants you to think that there is, or at least in this title, because he's a clickbait con artist. And of course, he's got 2 million subscribers like all these idiots. Folks, generally speaking on YouTube, the larger number of subscribers you have, the more useless your information is, the lower the age it's geared towards, and the bigger a con artist you are. I would say that's true for 99.9% of the channels. It's always true. Not to say that the channels that don't have many subscribers are always good, because there's a lot of idiots on there as well. But you can't, you can't equate. I mean, you're talking about a lot of really stupid people. So the next thing, of course, he's got his little affiliate links. Of course, he doesn't have any disclaimer about how he's making money off these affiliate links, which is illegal. Now, Andre, you're breaking federal law. Federal law. You cannot do this. Report this, miniature guy, people, okay? You're supposed to report that you are making money off these affiliate links. He's got his Patreon, his e-begging boy. So let's see what e-begging does when you're a fraudster and you don't know jack shit about investments. What that gets you these days. Magic of finance. Okay, so, I mean, who are these narcissistic, arrogant pieces of trash? Magic of finance? Like you're some wizard, some magician, some great... What? I don't even call myself that. And I've got arguably the top track record in the world. I don't even do that because I'm not a con man. I could actually do that. Because what I have done. Who are you? What a piece of trash. Wow. Fraudster. So you got this guy pulling in $12,000 a month. He's making $150,000 off of shit videos. Disinformation videos. Plus the advertisement revenue. He's probably making 20 grand a year. I mean, a month. Okay, $250 a year. What? To just make stupid videos on garbage? You don't have any expertise, any knowledge on these things? I mean, it's just shocking. The stupidity level. Folks, There's a lot of dumb money in the markets, and it's largely because of all these guys. And I can't wait until the markets blow the fuck up and cost you fucking idiots all of your money. I can't wait till it happens. I want it to happen. It must happen because we need to clear out this shit. Okay, there's too much shit in the market. Okay. Let's just go ahead and take a quick look at his videos here. I sold my Bitcoin, and he shows this like weirdo loser, looks like caveman, some Bitcoin fucking moron. I mean, this guy's, it's basically a cryptocurrency bullshit channel, and of course, you know, he wants to tell you how he became a millionaire in 1 year. This is all bullshit, folks. These people are fraudsters, scam artists, and I hope there is justice that's done in this world because these people are exploiting millions of individuals. Oh, now he wants to tell you about options trading. Okay. How to protect your crypto, NFTs. I mean, this guy's a con artist, a complete fraudster. All right, I don't know what happened here, but it's kind of weird. I can't get to the comments. Like the side videos are here now, down here. But anyway.
Hi, my name is Andrei Jikh. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and stay.
You see that? Notice little arm waving? It's all fake. It's kind of like a Graham Stephan. What a piece of trash. Con artist. These people make me sick. They'll sell their mother for a penny.
Hi, my name is Andrei Jikh. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and
what a fake piece of trash.
Stay for the possible recession because blue chip tech stocks are now as volatile as Bitcoins, and PayPal was down over 20% in a single day last week, and inflation readings as high as they are. It seems like a recession is pretty much inevitable at this point, and it's backed by some really good data. Check this out. This is a really interesting observation that I saw.
Okay. It's backed by some really good data.
Inevitable at this point, and it's backed by some really good data. Check this out. This is a really interesting observation that I saw in one of Meet Kevin's videos that I thought was really cool.
Whoa.
But also,
Meet Kevin. So, recession is pretty much inevitable, backed by some really good data. He saw it on a Meet Kevin video. Meet Kevin, as you'll recall, is a con man. Liar, con man, idiot, giving stock advice, selling investment courses. He's never worked on Wall Street. He's a chump. He's a kid. He's a disaster. You know, I used to think guys like Peter Schiff and Jim Rogers were bad. Jesus Christ. I mean, these frauds on YouTube put a different spin on what it means to be a con artist and a fraud. Are you fucking kidding me?
Really scary, which is that anytime we've had an inflation reading of above 5%, we have always followed that with a recession every single time in the last 70 years, other than once. And right now, our inflation is closer to 6.5%.
Okay, so this idiot saw this on Meet Kevin. Folks, let me just tell you something right now, because obviously you people are, you're down the road of doom. If you're following idiots like this, your lives are going to turn to shit if they're not already there. You're going nowhere, guaranteed. Because it's telling me that you have the judgment of a rock. If you want to get some decent, credible insight on the economy, on the market, on investing, something like this topic, for instance, there's plenty of sources. You can go to Morgan Stanley. You can go to JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch. Go to their websites and read. Okay? I mean, folks, this is part of the problem. Is that these guys, these content creators, they get all their information from other YouTubers. Okay? Other YouTubers. YouTube is all fake news and scams. Fake news and scams and con artists. That's all it is. So this guy's getting his info from a complete moron, a complete con artist and idiot. And so anyway, it's unbelievable to me. So he's got all the affiliate links there. Of course, he doesn't disclose that he's making money off of these affiliate links, which you have to do. You're breaking federal law, Andrei. You're breaking federal law, you scam. And let me just point out something else, folks. See Robinhood here? This is obvious. This guy's one of the thousands, maybe tens of thousands of fraudster, idiot losers on YouTube who are making money, getting you to sign up to YouTube, pitching you Robinhood, making money, putting it in their pocket, and you're getting ripped off. Robinhood is a criminal company ripping off everyone on every trade. Okay? That's fact. Write it down. This guy doesn't care. He wants your money. He's working with the enemy. He's working with the devil. Okay? And the vast majority of affiliate links, you're getting scammed in one way or another. Write it down. It's fact. And someone say, well, how do you know? Who are you? Okay, let me back up a second. I don't want to talk about my extensive education, one of the top universities in the world and the top disciplines. Let's just talk about my knowledge of the internet. Well, back in the 80s, I knew 4 computer languages. I think that's pretty much all that were out. Okay? Need I say more? Need I say more? Yeah, probably I do, because most of you can't even put that together and understand the relevance of that. Okay, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Okay? And I can tell you that most of the affiliate links that you're going to see on YouTube are scams. You're getting scammed in one way or another. It may not be an outright scam, and it may not be a scam that you realize, but great example is Robinhood, whereby he's encouraging you to sign up, making videos on Robinhood and saying all this crap, and you're going to sign up eventually, even if it's not through him. Robinhood is a criminal company. It's ripping off its customers. That's their business model. I mean, Robinhood, even the name is a fraud. Robinhood, allegedly, supposed to be stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. Robinhood, this bullshit app, steals from the poor and gives to the rich. You all know that? Are you aware of that? They're selling your order flow, your orders in mass, millions of orders per second. They're selling to criminals like Ken Griffith of Citadel. And they front run your orders. They make sure to stick you with a shitty price. And they get the better price. And you multiply that times, millions of orders, tens of millions of orders per day. They're just printing money at your expense. Unbelievable. And these guys like Andrei are making money pushing you into that crap. They don't give a shit about you. Oh, I like him. He's a nice guy. He's a good guy. No, he's not. These guys on YouTube, folks, they're here to fuck you. They're here to take money out of your pocket. They're here to scam you. All of them. Okay? YouTube was a different platform before it was monetized. Ever since then, Google took over. Google bought it, and they made it into a disgusting, it's a completely disgusting portal. And everybody now, people used to post videos for free because they wanted to. Now it's all about, and YouTube has made all types of, they've added all types of scams to have these fake news con artists make more money. A thank you, and a join, and a super chats, right? And Patreon comes in. You see, because YouTube gets money off of all that shit. Maybe not Patreon, but super chats and membership and the thanks, all this crap. YouTube is a partner in crime with these criminals on YouTube. These scam artists like Andrei, like Graham Stephan, like Tom Nash. Meet Kevin. And Tom Nash is not even his real name. He's a liar. Tom Nash, come clean, boy. You're not an analyst. I've heard you talk about stocks. You have your head up your ass. You're clueless. You don't have a fucking clue. You're a dildo. And you're a fraud. You're a liar and you're a fraud. Stop lying, Tom Nash. Show me the evidence that you worked as a senior analyst at a top 4 Wall Street firm. You didn't. You're lying. Guaranteed. I'll bet you. Show me the evidence. Let's go. Let's go. Tom Nash, $5,000. I'll give you $5,000 if you can prove it, Tom Nash. I want to see it. Evidence that Tom Nash worked as a senior analyst at a top 4 Wall Street firm. $5,000 right there. Boom, just like that. He didn't, folks. And, of course, all these guys hang together. Andrei hangs around with Meet Kevin, and they tap each other on the shoulder. Hat tip. You know, they're always, oh, I saw this on his channel. Oh, he's really good. You should check him out. Because they want to keep you, these frauds want to keep you sequestered in a web of their shit. They don't want you to escape that web. And so you think that, oh, this is all good. I'm getting informed. I'm getting educated. You're getting dumbed down and diluted by a bunch of idiots and fraudsters. That's what's happening. You all don't see it. I know that because I've already lived through all this, 10 years ago with all the gold pumpers who were doing the same shit on YouTube. It's the same scam game. So let's go back and get to this again.
But also really scary, which is that anytime we've had an inflation reading of above 5%, we have always followed that with the recession every single time in the last 70 years, other than once.
I hear the same thing. You all may have heard the same thing about the inverted yield curve, right? How many times have you heard that? Now, there's a little more credibility there for the inverted yield curve because there's a more clear economic reason, right? Inflation, you've never heard that. Why? Because it's not really valid, okay? First of all. Second of all, has this boy, he's following Meet Kevin. Did he maybe consult a major brokerage firm and ask somebody over there if there's that research, if it's valid? No. Did he even verify it from Kevin? No. You understand, folks? On top of that, we want to know how many times this has happened. This guy's obviously poorly educated. He has no common sense. He doesn't understand anything about the most basic level of data validation, and that is you got to have a large enough set of numbers. So how many times did this happen? We hit a recession after inflation hit about 5%. How many times? It's over 70 years. 3 times, 4 times, 20, 30 times. How many times did it happen? We got to know that. It's important to know. Of course, you don't understand why it's important to know because you're a pinhead. You're just trying to create clickbait garbage to get more AdSense revenue, to get more Patreons, and you'll be selling courses soon, just like all the other fraudsters. More important is how many times have we had recessions where inflation has been below 5%? How many? You're starting to see the picture now, folks? How this is irrelevant, really. What's more relevant is to understand all the key variables in the economy, not some little stupid, just some stupid little one-liner, okay? It's the idiots out there that pull the one-liners. It doesn't work that way, okay? It doesn't work that way. Now, is there a chance of a recession? Well, you tell me. The latest estimates, and you can go by different estimates. There's different certainly out there. I think the IMF's downward revision recently was 3.9% for the U.S. for 2022. But the IMF is, they're a bunch of jugheads. I think the latest by the conference board is 3.5%. And that's probably going to come down a little bit depending upon how things play out. There's a lot of uncertainty, of course, but certainly that's a pretty solid year. The following year it's expected to be under 3%, 2.9%, and that of course could come back down, right? Certainly, the inflation situation right now is creating a higher chance of a recession over the next, say, 2 years. I think it's safe to say without any type of shock, there's not going to be a recession this year. Okay, next year is possible, not likely at this point. Okay, but I don't look at inflation as the figure. It doesn't, oh, well, it's above 5% because, oh, there we go. It doesn't work that way, folks. It doesn't work that way. You know, too many people want to simplify stuff. It doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. There's too many variables. It really depends a lot upon how the Fed handles inflation. It depends upon also how inflation plays out. It depends upon how the geopolitical situation plays out, because the geopolitical situation has led to soaring oil prices, right? Which is also continuing to cascade and accentuate the energy crisis in Europe, right? There's too many variables out there. It's not just inflation, okay? And keep in mind, you also have to understand the context of inflation. This is maybe the most important thing to think about, and that is typically when you have a recession, it's because the economy is overheating. It's working on overtime. And so ultimately, inflation increases, and this becomes kind of the end of the business cycle. It's a business cycle, right? And so during that period, of course, what happens is the Fed doesn't want to raise interest rates too soon, prematurely, because it wants the economy to continue to move along optimally. But sometimes the Fed will not act in time, and inflation will get a little bit out of hand, and they'll have to raise rates either more aggressively or over a longer period, longer duration, so they're higher. And then that will slow the economy down too much, and you hit a recession. That's the classic type of recession, okay? Business cycle recession, basically. Does this kid even know that? Of course not. Does Kevin? Of course not. They don't know this stuff. It's basic, but they don't know it, okay? So my point is that just because you have inflation out, I mean, you look at inflation today, a lot of that inflation we have right now is short-term, is part of the core inflation because of the food and energy, which could come down. It's possible, right? And you also have a supply chain issue. So my point is that most of the inflation out there is not due to supply demand. It's not due to too much demand and not enough supply in terms of a normal economic dynamics situation. The supply situation is due to the supply chain. So we're not reaching kind of the end of an economic cycle, okay? Yet there could be down the road a recession, but it's not. It's not. This guy's making it sound like it's definitive, which is nonsense. And even the inverted yield curve analogy for recession is bogus, largely bogus for a variety of reasons, which I'm not going to talk about here today. But you always hear about that, okay? So, you know, this is the problem, folks. You're going by these idiots, and some people go, oh my gosh, it's a recession. I'm going to, you know, he's selling everything, and he wants to show you how to invest in recession. Folks, you're listening to these idiots, you're gonna lose everything. Stay away. And I can have a continued discussion on the macroeconomic landscape. I'm not going to do that today. Well, not you guys, but I have to follow it very closely because there's a lot of uncertainty going on right now. But the bottom line is that I can tell you that this is ridiculous what this guy is saying. And let me just go ahead and mention right now, if we end up having a recession, it doesn't matter if it's even 3 years from now. Someone's like, oh, look, he was right. He was right. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. If you ask top analysts and economists, okay, they're not going to point to this and say, oh, well, yeah, it's because they're going to say it's rubbish. It's nonsense. Okay. They're going to say it's nonsense. I think the only kind of one-liner stat like that a lot of professionals will give credence to is the inverted yield curve. But I happen to believe it's a little bit overblown, just because it's kind of a selective. I'm not going to get into it, but it's overblown. Really, it's not as accurate as you've heard in predicting a recession. But that's it for today, folks. Stay away from these frauds. Just invest in an index fund and recapture your life back. Get away from these idiots. Just turn YouTube off. Stay away from this scam portal.
And we're short NVIDIA, it's a loser. 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 And we're short NVIDIA, it's a loser.
Their earnings report is a complete game changer, at least for quite a while. Bottom line, NVIDIA now is going to enter the realm of Tesla, Apple, and all these other big,
And we're short NVIDIA, it's a loser. And we're short NVIDIA, it's a loser.
I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works. I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works.
And we're short NVIDIA, it's a loser.